From April 18 to June 17, 2025, Mars' return to Leo ignites a dynamic, fiery energy that propels bold action, creative expression, and confident leadership. This transit marks a pivotal moment to reignite stalled plans or unresolved decisions, left hanging during Mars' retrograde into Cancer in December 2024, which likely triggered emotional hesitation or delays. Now the cosmic fog lifts, offering clarity and momentum to finally complete what was started. Projects shelved, relationships needing honesty, or opportunities once deemed overwhelming resurface with renewed urgency. Not as obstacles, but as invitations to step into your power. The universe is handing you a megaphone. This is your time to act decisively. Whether launching a creative venture, embracing a leadership role, or aligning your life with deeper authenticity. Historically, this rare astrological pattern mirrors cycles from 1977–1988, suggesting themes or lessons from that era, whether personal growth, career shifts, or spiritual awakenings, may re-emerge for closure or evolution. To harness this energy, focus on the area of your life ruled by Leo in your natal chart, determined by your Set rising sign, where cosmic momentum will feel strongest. For example, Leo in your 10th house could spark career breakthroughs, while Leo in your 7th house may revitalize relationships. Heart-centered confidence is key. Mars in Leo urges you to shed self-doubt, trust your instincts, and lead with courage, not fear. This isn't about reckless moves but purposeful strides aligned with your true self. Personal transformation is woven into this transit. Expect shifts in mindset, habits, or self-worth as you confront limiting beliefs. The universe supports boldness here. If your actions align with your core values, doors will open. Whether reigniting old passions or forging new paths, this window is about claiming your narrative with unapologetic authenticity. Trust the fire within. It's time to shine. The return of Mars to Leo in 2025 brings a potent opportunity to resolve lingering projects, relationships, or decisions that stalled during its retrograde into Cancer in late 2024. That earlier phase, marked by emotional uncertainty and delays, may have left you questioning bold moves or hesitating on critical choices. Now, as Mars reignites Leo's fiery energy, clarity replaces confusion, empowering you to revisit these unfinished chapters with renewed confidence. Whether it's a creative endeavor that lost momentum, a relationship needing honest communication, or a career decision clouded by self-doubt, this transit invites you to confront what once felt overwhelming and reclaim agency over your path. The emotional fog that once obscured your judgment dissipates, revealing actionable steps and a clearer vision. This isn't about forcing outcomes but trusting that the timing is finally aligned for resolution. For instance, conversations left, unresolved goals sidelined by fear, or ideas shelved due to external pressures can now be re-examined with courage and conviction. The energy of Mars in Leo infuses these efforts with a boldness that cuts through hesitation, urging you to act decisively rather than remain paralyzed by what-ifs. It's a cosmic reminder that growth often lies in revisiting the past with fresh eyes, not to dwell, but to heal, complete, or redirect. Relationships may require honest confrontation, creative projects demand bold relaunches, and personal goals call for unapologetic commitment. This period also encourages releasing lingering emotional baggage, whether from past setbacks or unmet expectations, to make space for forward motion. By addressing what was left incomplete, you not only close old cycles, but also liberate energy for new beginnings. The universe supports this process, offering both the spark to act and the resilience to see things through. Trust that the lessons of late 2024 have prepared you for this moment. Lean into your inner strength, align with your truth, and let Mars in. Leo fuel the decisive action that transforms unfinished business into lasting empowerment. The current Mars in Leo transit, 2025, carries a rare cosmic echo of a similar astrological pattern that unfolded between 1977 and 1988, inviting reflection on themes, lessons, or unresolved cycles from that era. During those years, Mars also moved through Leo, retrograded into Cancer, and returned to Leo, a sequence mirroring today's celestial rhythm. For those who lived through that period, this alignment may resurface parallels in personal or collective experiences, such as career pivots, creative awakenings, relationship, dynamics, or spiritual shifts that once shaped your journey. Even if the circumstances of the 1970s-80s differ from today, the emotional or karmic undertones of those events, such as struggles for self-expression, battles for autonomy, or the courage to embrace individuality, could re-emerge now as opportunities for closure, deeper understanding, or evolution. This is not mere coincidence, but a cyclical reminder of astrology's role in weaving past, present, and future. For instance, if you faced pivotal decisions about identity or leadership in the 1980s, this transit might reignite similar questions, offering a chance to address them with the wisdom of hindsight. For younger generations, or those not yet born, during that window, this energy still resonates as a collective echo, suggesting inherited patterns or societal themes, like movements for creative freedom or shifts in cultural values, reaching a new chapter of maturation. Think of it as the universe replaying an old melody with fresh lyrics. The tune is familiar, but the verses are yours to rewrite. Whether personal or collective, this transit encourages examining what was left unresolved or unlearned decades ago, using today's clarity to heal, grow, or redirect. It's a reminder that time is not linear in the spiritual realm. Cycles return to help us reclaim lost courage, finish what we started, or finally release what no longer serves. By honoring this historical echo, you align with a broader cosmic story, one where past lessons become stepping stones for bold, heart-led transformation in 2025. The Mars in Leo transit, April-June 2025, activates the specific area of your life governed by Leo in your natal chart, determined by your rising sign, ascendant. In astrology, each zodiac sign rules one of the 12 houses, which correspond to distinct life themes: career, relationships, finances, creativity, and more. For example, if Leo rules your 10th house of career and public reputation, this transit could spark bold professional moves, leadership opportunities, or a desire to step into the spotlight. If Leo governs your 7th house of partnerships, relationships may demand courageous communication, redefined boundaries, or passionate reconnection. Similarly, Leo in your 2nd house of finances might inspire you to invest in yourself, negotiate raises, or align your income with your self-worth. This activation is like a cosmic spotlight illuminating the part of your life most primed for growth, action, and transformation. Your rising sign acts as the anchor here. It sets the framework of your birth chart, defining which house Leo occupies and where Mars' fiery energy will be most impactful. While your sun sign, core identity, and moon sign, emotional nature, offer additional insights, the rising sign provides the clearest roadmap for navigating this transit. To harness this energy, first identify your rising sign and locate Leo's corresponding house. This is where you'll feel the strongest urge to take initiative, assert confidence, or resolve lingering challenges. For instance, a Gemini rising will experience Leo in their 3rd house of communication, possibly reigniting creative writing projects or public speaking goals, while a Pisces rising with Leo in their 6th house might focus on health routines or workplace leadership. This transit isn't passive. It's a call to engage boldly with this highlighted area, trusting that Mars in Leo will fuel your courage to pursue what aligns with your authentic self. By understanding your chart's Leo house, you unlock a personalized guide to where and how to channel this dynamic energy for maximum impact. Mars in Leo's 2025 transit ignites a surge of heart-centered confidence, urging you to align your actions with your deepest truths and embrace unapologetic authenticity. This energy isn't about performative boldness, but about trusting your intrinsic worth and letting your creative spirit lead. Leo, ruled by the Sun, symbolizes the radiant core of self-expression, and with Mars here, you're called to shed doubts, fears, or societal expectations that have dimmed your light. It's time to act from a place of self-assurance, whether that means launching a passion project, setting boundaries in a toxic relationship, or vocalizing ideas you've kept hidden. This transit dismantles the illusion that you need permission to shine. Instead, it asks, what would you do if you fully believed in yourself? The answer lies in honoring your instincts, even if they defy logic or tradition. For instance, ending patterns that drain your energy, pursuing unconventional creative paths, or investing in ventures that reflect your values all become acts of courage under this influence. Heart-centered confidence thrives when you stop negotiating your worth or silencing your voice to fit in. Mars in Leo fuels the fire to reclaim your narrative, reminding you that true power comes from vulnerability, the willingness to stand in your truth, even if it risks criticism. Creativity becomes a lifeline here, whether through art, leadership, or simply living boldly. This isn't about reckless impulsivity, but purposeful action rooted in self-respect. If you've hesitated to take a leap, this energy whispers, you are ready. Trust that your intuition knows the way, and let go of overthinking. By aligning your choices with what feels authentic, you magnetize opportunities that resonate with your soul's path. Mars in Leo doesn't just reward bravery, it transforms it into a sustainable force, helping you build a life where confidence isn't a mask, but a reflection of your inner strength. This is your moment to stop waiting and start being, unfiltered, unstoppable, and utterly yourself. The Mars in Leo transit, 2025, sparks a profound phase of personal transformation, where shedding limiting beliefs and reinventing habits become as vital as external achievements. This fiery energy pushes you to confront the mental and emotional barriers that have kept you playing small, whether it's fear of failure, self-doubt, or outdated narratives about your capabilities. Leo's bold, creative essence demands you step into a more empowered version of yourself, one that prioritizes authenticity over conformity. This isn't just about ticking off goals. It's about redefining your relationship with courage, self-worth, and how you express your unique voice. For instance, habits like procrastination, people-pleasing, or shrinking from opportunities may now feel intolerable, replaced by a drive to take risks, own your talents, and lead unapologetically. Internal shifts, such as releasing the need for external validation or reframing failure as growth, lay the groundwork for lasting change. Mars in Leo acts as a catalyst, urging you to question, what stories am I ready to let go of? What new identity am I willing to embody? This could mean finally pursuing a creative passion sidelined by practicality, advocating for yourself in relationships, or embracing leadership roles that once intimidated you. The transformation here is holistic. Mindset work fuels action, and action reinforces self-trust. You might find old fears dissolving as you lean into vulnerability, whether that's sharing your art, setting firmer boundaries, or admitting your ambitions aloud. Leo's influence reminds you that true empowerment comes from within. External success is simply a reflection of inner alignment. This period also invites reinvention, perhaps adopting routines that honor your creativity, daily journaling, artistic practices, or dismantling patterns that dull your spark, comparison, perfectionism. The universe supports this metamorphosis, but the choice to evolve rests with you. By embracing this transit's energy, you don't just change your circumstances, you redefine your core. Growth here is both radical and tender. It's about claiming your right to shine while nurturing the courage to keep evolving. Remember, the fire of Mars in Leo doesn't just burn away the old, it forges a stronger, brighter self in its wake. The Mars in Leo transit, April-June 2025, offers unparalleled cosmic support for bold, purposeful action, urging you to seize momentum rather than wait for external validation. This celestial alignment dismantles hesitation, favoring courage, initiative, and leadership as your greatest allies. The universe isn't merely nudging you forward, it's clearing a path for decisive moves that align with your core values and ambitions. Whether it's stepping into a leadership role, launching a passion project, or confronting a long-avoided decision, this period rewards those who act with conviction. Mars in Leo infuses you with the audacity to lead rather than follow, to create rather than conform, and to trust your instincts over others' opinions. This isn't about recklessness, but about recognizing that the time for half measures or passive waiting has passed. For example, if you've delayed starting a business, expressing your truth in a relationship, or advocating for a promotion, the energy now empowers you to act with clarity and resolve. Leadership here isn't confined to titles. It's about owning your agency in every facet of life, from personal boundaries to creative risks. The retrograde period in late 2024 may have forced pauses or introspection, but this phase is about forward motion. Cosmic currents now amplify your ability to manifest ideas into reality, provided you meet the moment with courage. Waiting for perfect timing or external approval will only dilute this energy. Instead, trust that your readiness is the signal to begin. Think of Mars in Leo as a cosmic cosign. When your heart and actions align, the universe conspires to elevate your efforts. This is not a time to shrink from visibility or downplay your capabilities. It's an invitation to stand tall, take risks, and lead with the kind of authenticity that inspires others. By acting purposefully, you honor both your potential and the celestial support backing you. The message is clear. Boldness is not just encouraged, it's cosmically rewarded. Astrological guidance for Mars in Leo's 2025 transit emphasizes two key practices: reflecting on past cycles and prioritizing your rising sign to navigate this potent energy. The rare recurrence of this planetary pattern, last seen between 1977 and 1988, invites you to explore parallels between that era and your current journey. If you lived through those years, consider what pivotal themes emerged. Were there career risks taken, creative pursuits abandoned, or relationships that shaped your sense of self? Even if circumstances differ now, the emotional or spiritual lessons from that time, such as struggles for autonomy, bursts of self-expression, or awakenings to personal power, may resurface, offering closure or a chance to apply hard-won wisdom. For those younger, this transit still echoes collective patterns, urging you to examine inherited narratives or societal shifts, e.g., movements for individuality or cultural creativity that mirror today's challenges. Simultaneously, your rising sign, ascendant, is the linchpin for understanding how this transit will uniquely impact you. Unlike your sun or moon sign, which reveal core identity and emotional instincts, the rising sign determines the structure of your natal chart, pinpointing which house Leo occupies and where Mars' fiery momentum will ignite action. For example, a Libra rising with Leo in their 11th house might focus on community leadership or group projects, while a Capricorn rising with Leo in their 4th house could prioritize family dynamics or home renovations. To harness this energy, start by identifying your rising sign and Leo's corresponding house. This reveals the life area primed for bold moves, whether creativity, 5th house, finances, 2nd, or public visibility, 10th. While sun and moon signs add nuance, the rising sign offers the clearest roadmap. Use this guidance to align actions with cosmic currents. Revisit unresolved 1977-1988 themes for insight, and let your rising sign illuminate where to channel courage. By marrying historical reflection with astrological precision, you unlock a tailored strategy to thrive during this transformative window. This Mars in Leo transit, 2025, is a cosmic invitation to claim your power. But it begins with a choice. Start by affirming your readiness for change, not as a passive wish, but as a daily mantra. I am open, I am capable, and I trust. The growth ahead. This energy thrives on vulnerability, the courage to admit what no longer serves you, to voice unspoken desires, and to embrace uncertainty as a catalyst, not a barrier. Growth here isn't about flawless execution. It's about showing up imperfectly, yet persistently, for the life you crave. Leverage this transformative window by taking deliberate action. Reignite stalled projects, set boundaries that honor your worth, or pursue opportunities that once felt too audacious. Trust that the universe isn't just watching, it's actively conspiring to support your boldness. Mars in Leo's fire fuels momentum, but you must strike the match. This means releasing the need for guarantees and instead leaning into faith. Faith in your resilience, your intuition, and the synchronicity that arises when you align with your purpose. Taking ownership of your journey requires confronting complacency. Ask yourself, where have I handed my power away? What steps am I avoiding out of fear? Then, act. Whether it's leaving a stagnant relationship, investing in a creative venture, or simply declaring your ambitions aloud, this transit rewards those who meet its energy with equal fervor. Embrace vulnerability as strength. Tears, doubts, and missteps are not failures, but proof you're stretching beyond old limits. The universe's support isn't a safety net. It's the wind at your back as you leap. Your role is to leap anyway. This is not a time for half-hearted efforts or waiting for someday. Mars in Leo demands you rise now with the full force of your authenticity. By marrying courage with trust, you transform this astrological window into a cornerstone of your legacy. The call is clear. Stop negotiating your dreams. Stop apologizing for your light. This is your moment to rewrite the script, not as a bystander, but as the author. The cosmos is rooting for you. Are you ready to root for yourself?